See, first we will derive the equation of a line. If x1, y1 is a point on the line which makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis. We're going to derive it as x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r, where r is the distance between any general point p of xy and the fixed point q of x1, y1. Theta is the angle which the line PQ makes with the positive direction of x-axis. So, from the diagram we see that if theta is the angle made by this line with the x-axis, then if I consider QR to be a line parallel to this OX, then we have theta to be the angle made by this line with the QR also. So, from this right angle triangle, we can easily see that this distance, when we consider this distance, call it as RQ. When we consider this distance as RQ, then from the diagram we can see that this RQ is nothing but R cos theta. From the diagram we can see that it is R cos theta, and if we consider this distance, that is PR, then it is PR is nothing but R sin theta. Now we would like to calculate this in terms of this x and x1, similarly y1. So what we do is we just see this distance. This distance we have it as x because this is the point P of xy. So if we have got this as x and this one being x1, so if you want to know what is nm, then it is x minus x1. Then it is x minus x1. So this length being same as this, we conclude that our x minus x1 is equal to r cos theta. And the same way we have y minus y1, because the entire length is y, and we have only this one to be y1, and therefore this is y1. So y minus y1. So that I will get this PR. So we have y minus y1 is equal to r sin theta. So using this x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to r, y minus y1 by sin theta is equal to r. So these two together gives us this equation, which is the equation of this line which makes an angle theta which passes through the point x1, y1. Now we want to find the equation of pair of tangents from x1, y1 to the parabola y square is equal to 4x, and we are going to show that it is t square is equal to ss1. So for which we consider this line and q to be q of xy to be any point on it, and p of x1, y1 to be a point from which we are going to show that two tangents we can draw, right? So you have p of x1, y1, and we will take this line equation from the previous discussion, x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r. Right, now from this we can get x as this and y as this. Now this point will lie on, see, we want to have this to be a tangent to this, so it has to lie on the parabola. Therefore we have to replace our y and x by these two quantities. So we have this. On simplification we can get this as a quadratic equation in R, and in that case we will have that, see, this one will meet in 2 points, but we want it to be tangent, so we'll have to have the roots to coincide. So this one, if we have it as say the roots r1 and r2 means we want them to coincide. So for the roots to be equal, we know that the discriminant is 0. That is, if we write it as ax square for any equation which is of the form quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then for this equation to have equal roots, then we know that b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is 0. So we compare this and we see that what is b and what is a and c and substitute. So here 2 you have, and this 4a you have. So you have 4 and another 4 here. They will get cancelled, giving you only this. But in our discussion, we don't want our theta over here. So we'll have to replace our theta from this equation 1. Replace sin theta by y minus y1 by r, and replace cos theta by x minus x1 by r. So when you do so, you get like this. So in this you will have r square, so that will get cancelled, and patiently if we simplify this, then we will arrive at this to be of the form yy1 minus 2ax minus 2ax1 the whole square is equal to y square minus 4ax into y1 square minus 4ax1. So taking this one as s and this one as s1 and this as t, this is the usual notation, we conclude that the equation of pair of tangents is given by t square is equal to ss1. That is the equation of pair of tangents drawn from the point x1, y1. So these are the main steps in deriving this. First you write down the equation of the line, and then solve that with y square is equal to 4ax. Then you will get a quadratic equation. So you will have to have that discriminant must be 0, and we are using that. This is our discriminant. So we are using that, and then we'll have to eliminate theta. So if you remember these steps, then the the entire proof can be easily derived. The steps can be easily arrived at. Now next is the problem 1. Show that the locus of points of intersection of tangents of y square is equal to 4x which intercept a constant length d on the directrix is something. So we first understand what is given. We want to find the locus of point of intersection. So you take the point of intersection as x1, y1, whose locus only we are going to find. And once locus is to be found, we need to have some conditions. So here the given condition is we have this one makes intercept constant length d. So that means, so this is the directrix, and this is the intercept this one makes. So once we have this point and this point, using the distance formula, equating that to d, and dropping the suffix by eliminating the unknown quantities and then dropping the suffix, we will get the locus. So you consider p of x1, y1, and so the equation becomes t square is equal to ss1, and you'll have to solve that with the directrix. So when you do so, then you will arrive at this. You can see that it's a quadratic equation in y, and so it has got two roots. We shall name them as y1 and y2. So sum of the roots and product of the roots, this is and the product of the roots, both you get. So we want to know only d square, so which is y1 minus y2. See, it's a point on the directrix, so the coordinates will be minus a comma y1, and the other one to be minus a comma y2. So your x coordinate will remain the same. So when you find the distance, naturally the difference between these two, the square of it, will only be our d square. So this is what we have. Already we have got y1 plus y2, y1, y2. So rewrite your y1 minus y2 the whole square in terms of these two. So this is what we have. So and then cross multiplying, simplifying, dropping the suffix, you get the locus, right? So do not write dropping the suffix in the examination. You are supposed to write just the locus of this is equal to this. So what have we done in this? We have the equation of pair of tangents given by t square is equal to ss1. This is known to us, and then we'll have to solve that with this. Why we need to solve? Because it is making intercept with the directrix. So you'll have to consider that and you'll have to solve these two. So from which you'll get a quadratic equation in y, quadratic equation in y. So from which you will get the sum of the roots and product of the roots. So using which you can determine this. Then perpendicular tangents to a parabola intersect on the directrix. So perpendicular tangents. So you need to have pair of tangents. So when they are perpendicular, they will have to intersect only on the directrix. That's what we are trying to prove. So you have equation of pair of tangents being given by this t square is equal to ss1. Expanding this, so for two lines to be perpendicular in the first chapter itself, that is in the preliminaries, we have given that the condition for the combined equation to represent the perpendicular lines is that coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. So you rewrite this equation in such a way that you get coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square, and of course with that along with that you will have some more terms. We are not bothered about them, so we need to know only what is coefficient of x square and what is coefficient of y square. You can take either bring this to the left side and simplify, or take this to the right side and simplify. Then on simplification, this is what you get. We need only the locus, so we have this. So the main points, you will have to have t square is equal to ss1, and then you are using coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0, and then you are determining the locus. So here if two tangents are drawn to a parabola making complementary angles with the axis of the parabola, prove that the chord of contact, so we have chord of contact passes through the point where the axis cuts the directrix. Axis cuts the directrix. So at that point you have the chord of contact passing through that point. So that is what we are asked to establish. So the diagram will somewhat look like this. You have parabola, and from this point T of x1, y1, when we consider two tangents, this will be your chord of contact, and this is your directrix. So this is your directrix, and this directrix and that chord of contact, we have to show that the point of intersection is this one, which is a point on the axis as well as on the directrix. So this point is exactly minus a comma 0. So we have to establish that the chord of contact passes through this one. So how do we do that? So we first make use of this. Here pair of tangents t square is equal to ss1. Even with that we can do the problem, but this will be somewhat simpler than that. So what we do is, because here these two make complementary angles that's given to us, so we will make use of this concept. So we have y is equal to mx plus a by m. This is the condition for y is equal to mx plus c to the tangent to parabola. So we directly replace our c by a by m. So this will be definitely tangent, and this x1 y1 is a point lying on that. So because x1 y1 lies on that, you will have the equation to be y1 is equal to mx1 plus a by m, and this on simplification will give you this, and this being quadratic in m, it will have two roots. So you can name them as m1 and m2. m1 stands for tan theta 1, m2 stands for tan theta 2. Now because we are given two angles to be complementary in the statement, we are given that these two make complementary angles, so the sum should be 90 degrees. For complementary you need to have the sum to be 90. For supplementary it is 180. So tan of theta 1 plus theta 2, by the formula you have this, and because theta 1 plus theta 2 is 90 degrees, this becomes infinity, so you have this. So naturally you have to have the numerator is non-zero, that we have to ensure. So sum of the roots from here m1 plus m2 is equal to y1 by x1. So that is finite quantity, and therefore this is non-zero quantity, and this one should be 0. So 1 minus m1 m2 is equal to 0, or in other words m1 m2 is equal to 1. So that is because what he has given, from that we have got. So m1 m2 is equal to 1, and already from here product of the roots is a by x1, so a by x1 is equal to 1. So that in turn implies that x1 is equal to a. So the equation of the part of contact of tangents from so the point now becomes, see, first we had this to be x1 y1, now that we have a y1. So having got this, see, we are yet to get the equation of the chord of contact, right? So having got this one from the given condition, now we can write out what is the equation of the chord of contact. See, we know that from x1 y1 it is y by 1 is equal to 2a into x plus x1. But here you have your x1 to be a. So that means your equation will now reduce to 2a equal to 2a into x plus x1. Instead of that you have a. So this is what you have, y by 1 is equal to, so this will be the equation of this chord of contact. Now this has, when it meets y is equal to 0, when it meets y is equal to 0, so what will be your x value? So that gives my x value to be minus a. So when it meets the y-axis, then that point should lie on the direct x and x. So you have the problem, the chord of contact meets the x-axis, y is equal to 0, and therefore x plus a is equal to 0. So that point is minus a comma 0. Then this type of problem we have already come across. Find the locus of poles of tangents to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax with respect to the parabola x square is equal to 4by. So because we are given with respect to this only, you are supposed to write the polar. So locus of poles it is given, so which means you have to take x1 y1 to be the pole, and with respect to this parabola you are supposed to write the polar. So x1 plus 2b into y plus y1, and rewrite that in the form y is equal to mx plus c, from which you will get what is c and what is m, and we want this to be tangent to y square is equal to 4ax, and the condition is c is equal to a by m. Condition is c is equal to a by m. So substituting c in the place of c minus 1, and the place of a you have a only, and the place of m you have x1 by 2b. So that comes in the denominator. So x1, this 2b goes up. So this, and cross multiplying, dropping the suffix, you get the locus. Now next is from a variable point on the tangent at the vertex of a parabola, the perpendicular is drawn to its polar. Show that the perpendicular passes through a fixed point on the axis of the parabola. So on the axis, this is the axis of the parabola, this passes through a fixed point. This should be some constant, that is from known constant we have to have the coordinates of this point to be. We need to determine what are the coordinates of this point. So naturally it's a point on the x-axis, so and which is the axis of the parabola, so naturally this is 0. So our job is to find only what is our x coordinate. What is our x coordinate? From a variable point on the tangent at the vertex. So what is the tangent at the vertex? It is the y-axis, whose equation is given by x equal to 0. Okay, the perpendicular is drawn to its polar. So you take some point, we shall name this P of 0, y1. From here, perpendicular is drawn to the polar. So we shall have the polar to be something like this for this point. For this point, then you will have you are drawing a line perpendicular to this. So we need to get, see, unless we get the equation of this perpendicular, we cannot solve it with this x-axis, which is y is equal to 0. Only then we can get the point of intersection. So job now is to find the equation of this perpendicular. So this is what we have to do. Go to the statement from a variable point on the tangent at the vertex. So you are considering the tangent at the vertex. So that is this line, which is y-axis. Okay. The perpendicular is drawn. So from a variable point. So you take some point on it. You name it as p of 0, y1 from a variable point. Right. So you have this. Then the perpendicular is drawn to its polar. So from here you consider the polar of this. So you will have something like this, and perpendicular you have to draw, and unless you know the line you cannot get the x coordinate, which is obtained by solving the equation of this and this, which is y is equal to 0. So how to get the equation of this perpendicular line? We know the equation of this polar. Okay, polar of which point? This point. So we can write out the equation of this, from which we will get the slope. So once you get the slope of this, you can get the slope of the perpendicular. From the slope of this, you can get the slope of the perpendicular. So slope is known, one point is known, we can write out the equation. So that is the idea. Once that is known, solving that with y is equal to 0, we can get the x coordinate. So the equation of the tangent at the vertex is x equal to 0. Any point on this line is 0, y1. The polar of 0, y1 with respect to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax is y1 is equal to 2a x plus x1, but x1 is 0. So you just have 2ax, no x1. The equation of the perpendicular to the polar is this. So how do we get this? So for which you just look at this equation. You have y by 1 is equal to 2a into x plus 0, from which the slope is given by 2a by y1. So slope of the perpendicular will be minus y1 by 2a. So you have got the slope and equation of np. So p is known, slope is known. So you can get the np, which is y minus y1 is equal to y1 by 2a, y1 by with the negative sign, with the negative sign, minus y1 by 2a into x minus 0. So this on simplification, you have xy1, this 2a will go there, 2ay, and this one will go to the other side, and this minus xy1 will come to this side with plus xy1. So this is the equation of which line? This perpendicular line. So you'll have to now solve this with y is equal to 0. You have to solve this with y is equal to 0. So when you solve, when you replace with y by 0, you can cancel out y1, which is non-zero, and so you get x to be 2a. So once you have x to be 2a, so you have, we have got the coordinate, x coordinate, so 2a comma 0. So this point obviously passes through 2a comma 0, because when you replace y by 0, obviously your x value is 2a. So that point is this, and which is a fixed point for the reason that a is a fixed number. Now the next problem, the polar of any point with respect to the circle touches the parabola y square is equal to 4ax. This is given to us. We are asked to show that that point lies on the parabola. So this can also be worded as find the locus of poles of find the locus of poles of the tangent to the parabola with respect to the circle. So it could be worded in that way also, or in this way. Both mean the same. We are asked to show that that point lies on the parabola. So usual procedure, with respect to this, you have to write out the polar equation and write it in the form y is equal to mx plus c, and the condition for y is equal to mx plus c to be tangent to this is c is equal to a by m. So from which you get an equation which involves x1, y1, dropping the suffix to get the equivalence. So the polar of any point x1, y1 with respect to this is the circle, as the line xx1 plus y1 is equal to a square. Rewrite it, you get this, from which using the condition c is equal to a by m, we arrive at this, and therefore the locus is given by. So that is what we have. Then the next one is a point P moves such that the line through line through it perpendicular to its polar with respect to the parabola touches the parabola of this, show that the locus of P is something. So point P moves such that the line through it perpendicular to its polar with respect to the polar touches the parabola. So it is the perpendicular one which touches the parabola. So we'll have to obtain first the polar equation, obtain its perpendicular line, and the condition for that line to be tangent to this should be used to arrive at this. So let P be the point x1, y1, then its polar is given by this. The equation of the perpendicular to this equation is perpendicular, we have to consider, and this passes through x1, y1. Otherwise also you can get the equation of this y1. It's not, this is one of the method, you will have to assume this, and because it passes through x1, y1, you will get this. So otherwise what you do, you have the point x1, y1, obtain the slope and point is known, you will arrive at this equation. Which equation? This equation you will arrive at. So how do you obtain? This is one way, what is shown here is one way. Then another method is, you have the point and the polar is given by this. What is the slope of this line? Slope of the polar is what is the slope of the polar? It is 2a by y1. 2a by y1. So its perpendicular will have, so slope of the perpendicular. Slope of the perpendicular is minus y1 by 2a. So you have got the slope and one point is known. So y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 by 2a into x minus x1. So when you simplify this, you will arrive at this. Just check it. y1x. So y1x you have, and then 2ay minus 2ay1. So minus 2ay1. We'll have to bring everything to one side. So and then x1 y1. So that is brought to the left side. So you have this. So either in this way you can obtain, or as given here. So if perpendicular is known. Now you write this in the form y is equal to mx plus c, and then the condition for that to be tangent to this is c is equal to, so here this is what your c is. C is equal to, here b by m you have to write, not a by m, because here 4b comes where we have 4a, so this 4b here. So when you write it, it will be b by m. So m is minus 2a by y1, that will go up. So you have this, then cross multiply 2ax1 plus 4a square, and this one should be brought to the left hand side. So dropping the suffix, you get the locus. And this is polar of any point P with respect to the circle touches the parabola y square is equal to 4x. Show that P lies on curve. Similar to the previous one, you are writing the equation of the polar with respect to what we have to see, with respect to the circle. So you have this, and because it touches, condition should be used. So C is this and M is this. So by the given condition, which is given condition, given as one touches, so this implies that C is equal to A by M. This implies that C is equal to A by M. So that is the given condition. So using the condition C is equal to A by M, we get this, and dropping the suffix we get the locus.